Hi, you guys. I'm still doing chapstick. I'm sorry. Hi. Hi, guys. How are you? Hi, Teresa. Guys, what a day. Hi, Amanda. What a day. You're watching the Eras Tour? Love that. Hey. Guys, it's been a day. It's been crazy, right? Like crazy. I've been just clowning all day, to be honest with you. Just straight down the rabbit hole. That's what I was doing all day today. Catch you up. Okay. Honestly, so I have a 13-week theory. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you probably know that. But Taylor Nation tweeted yesterday a series of words that basically added up to like 9/13. It was September 13th. And then today they tweeted again in a similar fashion that added up to 12/13. Just so like December 13th, which is like fully in line with my 13-week theory. Incredible reference row. I posted those two videos in a much better put together fashion today, so they're like on my page, but listen, I'm clowning for, well, not really clowning. I'm just thinking that we're getting merch this weekend, to be honest with you. It's about the time that we got merch for the Midnight's album. What is happening here? So my hair is like growing back and I just have this one little goodness. Hi, Kate. No, Jill. So Jill says she bought digital CDs, vinyls for Tortured Poets. She has Spotify. Do I need Apple Music? No. It'll be, hi, Alex. No. It'll be on Spotify. I got a link. Maybe I don't know if I'm crazy or if I just like missed it. Like I got a link to pre-save on Spotify today, but then I like went back and I couldn't find it again. I did it through Taylor Nation's Instagram story. So maybe it's there, maybe mine glitched out. I think the song lengths was fake. I think it was a fake. I like caught that at the end. Actually, like I was like doing something else and then I came back to TikTok and noticed the song like lengths had been posted and I was like, wait, what? And then I like kept scrolling around and then like the immediate next video was like someone debunking it. I was like, oh, I was late to that one, I guess. I mean, I think it's super possible for signed CDs. I'm just like blindly hoping at this point for signed CDs. It's just blind hope. What do I think of the 7 explicit tracks? I'm obsessed with them. I feel like Taylor adding different explicit words and phrases in her music has really changed the way I relate to those songs, especially because to me it sounds more realistic. It sounds more like how I would talk. It sounds more like to my cadence. So when I see explicit on a track, I get excited because I'm like, oh, I feel like when I get upset, all I want to do is like drop the F-bomb and just like be ranty and like, you know what I mean? And that's what I want in my Taylor music too. I want it like ranty and just like from the soul. Yeah. I took a creative writing course in college. Actually, I think it was my high school course. And I remember the teacher of that course to this day, and something he always used to say to us was like, cursing is not necessarily a bad thing. It just like needs to serve a purpose. And so I think that's something that Taylor does pretty well, is that when she does drop like explicit, like I said, lyrics or phrases or words, it usually serves a larger purpose. Even if that purpose is to draw out a certain like emotion or like rawness or sense of, something. Yeah, it just is, I don't know, that always sticks with me. So, hi, how are you? Raw emotion. Thank you, Zoe. Yes. Raw emotion. I'm super excited about this album. I'm excited that it's pop. I really resonated with Midnight's, like, to tell you guys, Red was always my favorite album. Like, my favorite, in my heart, it was Red, It was, like, my nostalgic album. But Reputation was a little more my, like, aesthetic, but, like, not quite, Not quite. And Midnight's came. And Midnight's was this glittery, sparkly aesthetic with these lyrics that were dark and a little twisty and complicated, and I immediately resonated with Midnight's. I don't know if Torture Poets will change my mind, but I'm obsessed with Midnight's to this day. I don't know what I expect Torture Poets to be. I'm honestly just trying to be open-minded because I know I'm going to love anything she gives us. But I'm also sad to see the Midnight's era, like, officially closing, I'm a Libra. I feel like it makes so much sense, too. Yeah, if we mashed Rep and Red. Right, it was like the lyricism of Red, but, like, the edginess of Reputation a bit, Hi, Kim. I listen to Midnight's almost every day, too. It's maroon for me. Why was there not a clean and explicit to buy with the vinyls and the CDs? I bet there will be. Hang tight. If you already bought them, here's my little trick. If you already bought a version that you're like, maybe a better version will come out. If the better version, better suited to you version comes out, buy the new version, find the email you got from the old version that you no longer want, and email to return it. As long as they haven't shipped it yet, you can get a return. So, like, what I do on like, signed CDs or something is if, like, I have a physical copy coming already and then she releases signed CDs, I'll buy a signed CD and I'll cancel my original copy that wasn't signed. That way I'm not spending $8 million. Only like $5 million. Hi guys. Red will always be special for me too. Yeah. Red is always special for me because it's just like, it's just nostalgic. But I need to go back through because I was dumb on Torture Poets department and I need to do it before there's a merch drop because I bought all the vinyls except for one variant. I got the CD for it, but I want the vinyls. I don't want the CD. I want the vinyls. So I need to figure out which variant that is so that when it does redrop, because I think they will, I know which one to buy. So, ooh, those are fun. Hi Kyle, I didn't realize it was you. If she drops signed CDs, guys, they're usually marked as signed CDs. We're not going to get a surprise signed CDs. And I say that and then who knows, it could happen, but that has traditionally never happened before. So keep that in mind. Usually when she drops signed CDs, they are a as supplies last thing on the website and it will say like signed CD. For Midnight's, there were a couple restocks of them. And so that was like really nice. But yeah, I think the Me situation was the only one for Lover. And even then, you knew it was coming signed, right? We just thought it was me, and then it came and it turned out to be Lover. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Lover era, you guys need to know, is like the one era I can't remember everything. When Lover was coming out, my son was in the hospital, and so my brain is literally like so I can't remember the Taylor Swift details because I wasn't like in it, you know what I mean? She doesn't usually restock the signed CDs. She doesn't usually, like, not retroactively. She has before in the past, like very, very briefly on like random Black Friday drops. There will be like 20 signed Evermores that go, but not like in mass quantities, you know? Hi, Amber. I know we really got robbed from Loverfest, didn't we? Really got robbed. Thank you. Okay, so we thought we were getting signed Me CDs, and she flipped that with the Lover booklet instead. So then she's never really given us signed CDs as a surprise. So if you guys haven't gotten signed CDs yet and you're looking for them, like, if you see it, signed CD, like, it's very limited edition. It's probably not going to be there for super long. Thank you, Becca. Yeah, that's the, they're typically face value. It's like $20. That's why they go so fast. I think the signed Midnights ones were like $20, like, I can't remember. But they were like around $20. The face value price is really, really low. Always really low. Thanks for the follows, you guys. I'm trying to hit 50K, and it is going very, very slowly, so I appreciate you. What are my thoughts about Taylor coming to a Kansas City Current game? Yes. Immediately yes. Please. I would love to see it. She's very busy, so like I don't know if they could make it work, though. You know what I mean? $300 set aside for Torture Poets cardigan and merch. Do I think it's... I play the game of like check out now and ask questions later, and I'm always like, if I need to cancel my order, I'll cancel it. It's not responsible, I know that, but yeah, her store will open up before the 19th for sure. So that's kind of what we're discussing, is like when we think merch is going to come out. I am expecting merch pretty soon, probably this weekend, to be honest, because it would be a similar cycle as what the Midnight cycle was. I am comparing most of the Torture Poets rollout to Midnight's because it seems, obviously it's the closest to this, but Midnight's was very successful, so why wouldn't she follow a similar rollout, you know? Amazon Prime changed the name of the documentary and now says 2024. I saw that. So I don't know if that was actually officially endorsed. Which is kind of why I only kind of made the one video about it, because I don't think it was like any Easter eggs or anything like that. Why is everyone thinking we'll get a merch drop this weekend? Honestly, it's just timing. When she did the Midnight's rollout, it was really like 4 weeks before when we kind of started getting merch. And she did release merch before the album came out. There were not cardigans, but if there were going to be cardigans, I would assume it would drop earlier. We had that Ringer t-shirt. We had a bag. There were a couple things, but they rolled out. There were different rollouts. So compared to Midnight's, this would be a similar rollout if she started releasing merch around this weekend. Usually it's during the week. Usually she'll start on a Thursday. Yeah, merch will go on Thursdays usually. And like, I don't mean Thursday at midnight. I mean like Thursday morning. She doesn't wait till payday. Never. She always does it on like a Thursday. Sometimes Wednesday, too. You just never know. The patches in the CDs make me wonder also about something happening. Like a cardigan, or like maybe not a cardigan, but maybe more of like a Letterman jacket or like a varsity bomber jacket style thing. I'm thinking something with like tweed or like elbow patches, you know? Yeah. I would really love the look of like a varsity jacket, but I don't know if that would fit the vibe. You know? Honestly, a cardigan would fit the vibe, but I don't know if she would do it, because she didn't do it. She didn't give us a Midnight's cardigan, you know? Guys, I am lightly making my own Torture Poets department cardigan. And I mean lightly by like not at all making it, literally piecing items together. I bought, backpack is cute too. I got a cardigan and I got patches, and I'm gonna like literally sew these patches on this cardigan, and I hope to God that they look good. I've never sewed anything in my entire, well, I've never sewed anything, really. I've never sewed anything. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. We've gotten bags before. So like Midnight's, we got like a duffel one, I think. There was a Reputation backpack. What else? I know we've gotten bags before. Other than just like totes, you know. Hi, Sociopath, how are you? Era's had a duffel. Okay, I believe that. I know there's been more bags, but I can't remember. I feel like maybe there was a Reputation duffel too, but I know, I'm hoping the merch is cute too. I really enjoy when she does merch that has lyrics on it. Or like that's a little more subtle than just Taylor's face on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think there's a rep duffel too. Oh, that's cute. Thanks, Jimmy. It's a little ducky. A new work bag. Yeah, I just want like a little more subtle merch. Like more like the fan merch on Etsy and stuff. You know what I mean? Lyric merch. Like the I'm too soft for all of it t-shirt. Like that's the kind of merch we want. Yeah. Subtle merch. Subtle merch. Just community flagged somebody. Okay. Sorry. I got an alert that someone got a flagged. Yeah, not just a shirt with the logo. Right. Not just a shirt with the logo. Lyrics everywhere. I want like... How do I explain this? I want merch with no words that like explains the album but is not Taylor's face. How do I say that? Like, I don't know how to explain what I want, but that's what I want. You know what I mean? Visuals. Yeah. I just don't want her face on it all over the place. Yeah. Like, I would have really loved to see something for Is It Over Now that had, like, a rose wilting on, like, snow with, like, blood or something, you know? Like, I could have, and we would have known, you know what I mean? Or, like, a boat and, like, a blue dress, and we would have known. Yeah. Something. Rumors about Sneed. Tons of rumors about Sneed. So football really fast. Rumors about Sneed are that there are no rumors. And that they're close to, and then on the other side that they're like basically have a deal in place. How am I not following you anymore? Listen, I have to tell you guys, if you follow me, double check that, because I'm in like a light TikTok suspension for talking about the TikTok ban. Someone mass reported me. And so I think that they took followers off my account. I'm not kidding. I wish this was just like a tinfoil hat situation. I'm not kidding. Because I've seen notifications that I'm getting followers, but like literal my follower count isn't going up. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I wish this was like a tinfoil hat thing. It's totally real. My videos aren't even reaching a quarter of my followers. All of them are saying not eligible for FYP. Like, it's insane. It was my representative, probably. What a twat. Insane. Yeah, so let's talk about, like, okay, so Sneed basically, like, there was a rumor that he, like, had a signed done deal with Indy, and then, like, the next day they were like, no, we never spoke to Indy, there's nothing on the table. And then now it's like, no, there actually might be a signed and done deal with Indy, but, like, ultimately the thing I keep hearing is that his price is really high, and it might just be worth it to just leave the franchise tag on him. Odell Beckham Jr., because these are the questions that I keep getting to regarding the Chiefs. Odell Beckham Jr. is different than Hollywood Brown, different man. Hollywood Brown we have signed, we love him, he's very nice. Odell Beckham Jr. is not a Chief, he is not signed. He is the one rumored dating Kim Kardashian. The rumors about Odell Beckham Jr. started because Odell Beckham Jr. said he wanted to be a Chief, which, like, duh. We just won the Super Bowl. Obviously, you want to be a Chief. There was a rumor that was, like, going on because there was, like, oh, there's mutual interest. That was conjecture on the reporter's point of view because their mutual interest was them saying the Chiefs needed to pick up wide receivers. It was failing to include the context that we literally just signed one, like, 2 days ago. I don't think the Chiefs pick up Odell Beckham. Thank you so much, Beats. I don't think the Chiefs pick him up. I think ultimately it's just not cost effective. And, like, why at this point? He needs the Chiefs more than the Chiefs need OBJ. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs are going to be fine. Between Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, we do have Kadarius Toney too, which I know is a hot button topic, but his 2022-2023 season was amazing, incredible, and he did great things for us in the Super Bowl. He had a bad season last year, and I think they're going to put a little bit more extra training and coaching and work one-on-one with him and Mahomes, and it should fix things. So, between cost, between locker room, between existing wide receivers, I don't think OBJ is coming to Kansas City. It's going to be a really fun season. Good night, Jake. It was nice to see you. Nice to hang out. Someone was talking about Willie earlier. I'm sorry, I forgot about that, but I'm coming back. I'm sad about Willie going as well, but ultimately, you know, you have to hope that that means that they've, like, created more of a mark so that they can have more of a role in their new team, right? Rice in Hollywood is already like, hi, Lisa. You're now choosing to be a Chiefs fan. Welcome to it. We'll take anyone. We don't care. I don't care how long you've been a Chiefs fan. You're welcome here. Yeah, right. And that's, people keep forgetting that the draft is right around the corner, you know? And sometimes it's better to get a freshie that you can train up, right? Teach him your team culture. Teach him how things work in your facilities and coach him up the way you want him to be coached up instead of getting a veteran who you're only going to have for 1 year anyway and trying to make a square peg fit a circle hole, a round hole, you know? Just makes sense to me. Because I think at this point, like, we already have veteran leaders on our offense. Like, we already have Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you have... Even the guys that are new, Rashee Rice, Isaiah Pacheco, newer, have already won a Super Bowl. It's crazy. So, like, you know... Yeah. I love that so much. Hi, Kayla. Yeah, Chiefs culture is different. Every team is different. Like, you have to find your vibe. I enjoy, obviously, being a Chiefs fan, but will they keep Snead? I don't know. It's 50-50. There's rumors that he's basically gone. There's rumors that the price is too high and no one can afford to pick him up. So we don't know. I'm hoping that he'll stay. I think that's what everyone wants, but yeah. We'll see, I guess. We will see. Yeah, Tyreek. Do I think Taylor will go to a Kansas City Current game? Yeah, I do. I do. I could see her doing that. I feel like it's very in her wheelhouse. I think the biggest concern, honestly, is just about, like, logistics of being there in the stadium. Because, so, as it stands right now, that, I'm sorry, guys, I, like, am fixing my slipper, so I'm, like, staring off camera. I apologize. So, as it stands right now, that stadium's parking and just, like, getting in is just kind of a nightmare, just because it's still all a little bit, like, under construction. And what I'm getting at is I don't know if it's the safest situation for Taylor at the moment. Because I don't think it's as secure as, like, Arrowhead Stadium is, if that makes sense. So I'm on the fence as far as that goes, but I hope that we see her go to a Current game. I really want to see her there. I really want to see her at a Current game, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Kelce's contract is up in 25. I believe that it's the 25 season, so it would be 2025 to 2026. And that's 2 years from now. So I personally don't like talking or speculating about his retirement because I think it depends on so many things in the NFL. Including his health, and just, like, you just can't plan for that. So, yeah. Yeah, it did need to be Brittany's day. And just, like, also, I think she's tired of traveling. You know what I mean? I think we all forget how hard flying all over the place and changing time zones constantly is on your body and your mind. And we really take that for granted. We're like, oh, she's got a private jet. She'll just fly there. But we have to remember, like, flying to Singapore, flying to LA, wherever the hell they've gone. If they're in the Bahamas now, they went to Nashville. Who knows, right? Yeah. So we have to remember that is just kind of a lot. So we just never know. Oh, my son's good. Yeah, that's what I heard. People were brutal in the comments talking about Brittany. They always are. People are terrible. We love Brittany Mahomes. Yay, I'm live. I know it's been a while. My husband was like, you need to go live. It's been too long. And I was like, you're right. I know. I've just been so, like, run down and exhausted, but I feel better today. So as much as jet lag is a choice, it does catch up with you 100%. 100%. And I think also just, like, running around constantly and constantly having, like, a place to be and not being able to just chill and relax and be in your space at the moment. You know what I mean? And I think that's why people kept saying we wanted them to go on vacation, because we just wanted them to be, like, you know what I mean? Just, like, away on their own. Will I be live streaming Europe this summer? I'm planning on it as much as possible. So thank you, Beats. I'm planning on it as much as possible. So I'll always update you guys and, like, create events and stuff. The ones in Paris, I definitely should be able to stream for. I just want to double check once they get a little bit closer. You were at the current game on Saturday. Brittany looked incredible. I have to admit, I was a little disappointed in some of the news coverage of that day. Hi, Court. I wanted Brittany to be like the full focus center of attention. And I understand Patrick Mahomes and you just won the Super Bowl. I get it. I just really wanted them to focus more on Brittany. And it was more of like it still even felt like Patrick Mahomes' wife a little bit. You know what I mean? But she looked great. She was super well spoken. The event served its purpose and then some. She did great. She did great. I loved it so much. She totally could have been overwhelmed too. And I also, I think that's fair. I don't know if she's as comfortable in those situations as Patrick is. And if you notice in some of her videos, she rocks back and forth on her feet. They call it the mommy rock, because that's what you do when you're holding your children. You rock back and forth, but it's also to self-soothe when you're feeling anxiety. We rock ourselves a bit sometimes. And so if you notice, Brittany was sort of doing the mommy rock a lot during her interviews at the current game. So I feel if she was maybe feeling a little bit of anxiety herself, Yeah, she's incredible. She's just absolutely incredible. Yeah, I thought she seemed, I don't know if I would say shy, but maybe nervous. It was a big deal for her, I think, that day, This is her thing. Oh, my neck needs to pop, guys. So the Bahamas photos, I don't know, guys. I don't know if they're real. Honestly, I don't care to look at them. We're not seeing anything. It's just two people in the water. Did you guys see it? Travis may be hosting a game show. Yeah, are you smarter than a 5th grader, right? Silly. Girl, how do I wait another month for Tortured Poets Department? What are we going to do for a whole month? Yeah, it's just her. It's just them, honestly. It's two people very far away in the water. It looks like it could be Travis and Taylor, but it also could be any amount of good-looking, light-colored haired people in the entire world. There's also, it's an empty fucking beach. So, whoever took that photo, I hope it was worth it, you coward and you fool, because I bet that you'll never go on vacation with them again. It's very clear. I guarantee you they knew immediately who took that photo just by looking at it. So I hope it was worth it to you, my friend. You just ruined the best gig you ever had. Taylor, if you're here, I'll go on vacay with you. I'll sign that NDA. And girl, I'm not going to post the pictures, so call me. Imagine fumbling the bag that bad. That you're going on vacation with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and you screw it up so bad by posting pictures on the internet of a blurry couple and people can't even tell who they are. Imagine fumbling the bag that bad. I could never. Nope. Could not be me. Seriously. It's not even worth it. And how much money did you pay? Maybe they got $30,000 for that because you can't even tell it's Taylor Swift. You can't even tell it's Taylor Swift. We're way too loyal for that, Court. Way too loyal. Could not, would not be me. Could not. The leaked song lengths, guys, are, I think, fake. Convincing fake, but fake. I don't feel like you can tell it's them. I feel like you are told it's Taylor and Travis, so you're like, yeah, that looks like Taylor and Travis. But it truly just looks like a large white man and a blonde-haired white woman. You know what I mean? Which is well... I think it's obviously them. I'm just saying the pictures are not good. It's just like it's not worth looking at in my opinion. Like I wouldn't even go search them out. It's literally just two people in the water. Like you can see, just watch a video of after her concert if you want to see them hugging and kissing, because like that, even that grainy footage from way up in the nosebleeds at that concert was better than what that was. I want a 9-minute song so bad too, but I don't know if she's ever going to give it to us. Yeah, you guys are funny. Do I think we'll get a signed Torture Poets department? I'm praying for it. Praying for it. By the way, guys, I said it earlier in here, and like 3 or 4 people said that it had unfollowed me. Guys, I'm in like a TikTok suspension. I swear to God, this is crazy. It's not crazy. It's real. I talked about the TikTok ban and had like a mass reporting on my account, and they like light suspended me. So if you usually are following me and you're no longer following me, it's probably because I'm suspended. So you should follow me. Thank you. Love you. I wish we got signed to Speak Now in 1989 as well. I so wanted signed 1989 because I was like, I'm never going to get it. Never going to get it. And so that makes me sad, feeling like maybe she wouldn't do signed Reputation, which is the ultimate one that I want. Like, I need, because I know in my head, like, I'll never get my grimy little fingers on a signed Reputation anything. Do you have any changes in which songs you're excited for, knowing which are explicit? Not really, because I was already, like, Down Bad as my girl, and then Down Bad came out and it said it was explicit, and I was like, I told you Down Bad was my girl. It just reaffirms everything, you know? I'm excited. I'm excited for all of it. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for liking the live. It just helps people find me. So yeah, if you guys want to do the tap thing, I would love it. Oh, Daddy, I love him. Yeah, same. Yeah, I saw that. Travis isn't on tomorrow's episode of New Heights. It's possible, I guess, that they could have, like, filmed him in, and just the clips that we saw, he wasn't in, but you never know. Yeah, he's in part of it. See, I feel like they would just he would just pre-film it, and they would just put him right in, you know? How long have I been a Chiefs fan for? Since I was born. My dad was born and raised in Kansas City. Who asked that question? Ben. I knew it. How did we know 1989 Taylor's version was coming? Oh, where to start? Well, back in 2016, no, I'm kidding. Really, there were a couple things, like, we all knew the re-records were coming. It was really just a matter of which ones and when, right? So, just to, like, take it back to 2 summers ago, we had already gotten Red, and we had already gotten Fearless, and Taylor had been Easter egging Speak Now and 1989. She would throw like a purple emoji, she would throw a blue emoji, you know? Taylor Nation would post using a Speak Now song, and then the next day they would post using a 1989 song. Just like little things like that. Yeah, the 1975 concert, split purple and blue. Just like tiny little things. And then there was a merch drop, a gigantic merch drop. Brand new items of 1989 and Speak Now all together at the same time. And I mean huge merch drop. Like an album rollout merch drop. And everyone was like, well, which one is it? Like, literally, Swifties were like, this is why Speak Now is coming next. No, this is why 1989 is coming next. And then at the same time, the 1989 lawsuit got dropped. The lawsuit against Taylor for Shake It Off. got dropped and was thrown out. And then we were like, okay, like, here we go. And instead she gave us Midnights, which we should have seen coming. We should have seen all of this coming with Tortured Poets, because this, I think I've seen this film before. So Midnights came, we get the Eras Tour, and then as the Eras Tour started, that's kind of when the Easter egging for Speak Now, Taylor's version, ramped back up again, right? We got the Bejeweled music video, which was basically just like a Speak Now how-to guide of Easter eggs. The Eras Tour bracelet started lighting up purple after the show. They blinked. The elevator buttons, she touched the button for Speak Now, and then to floor 5, I think. That really kind of kick-started it. And then it was after the Bejeweled music video, it was like, okay, we knew it was Speak Now. So after we have Speak Now in hand, we all kind of knew, again, it was a matter of time before we got 1989. Because she had done those dual drops and she had been Easter egging 2 at the same time, we knew 1989 was coming soon. We just didn't know when. There were a couple dates that were standing out to most people, most Swifties. And those dates were 8/8 and 8/9. 8/9 for 89. And 8/8 because it's a double. And Taylor has been doing these things with doubles all year. As the 8/9 date got closer and closer, things on the Eras show started turning blue, lighting up blue during Enchanted. She started playing, different 1989 songs. We got all through the list of 1989 and just had New Romantics left to play. It was just, a lot of cryptic tweets, next, things like that on her Instagram bio, just little things like that. And we felt pretty good. When August 9th came, we felt pretty good. Most Swifties I knew were like, it's happening tonight. And it did. So basically, to answer that question, how did we know 1989 Taylor's version was coming? It was literally like 2 years of work. Literally 2 years of work. And just being around the Easter eggs, learning them, even if it doesn't mean anything right now, filing it away, The Neil's song on Spotify is fan-made. It's AI. Right? It's not real. Do I think Taylor will do an interview? I think probably. I think that we can, you're super welcome. That was a long story, so thanks for hanging in there. I think we'll see Taylor do Fallon for sure. At least Fallon for sure. Do we think the 2 is because of Beyonce's Act 2? I am very hesitant to talk about this. Screw it. I'm going to. No. I don't think we're going to see Taylor on Beyonce's album. I think that we might see Beyonce on Taylor's album. But, and this is super important and a really, really, really harsh but, Renaissance is a reclamation. Renaissance is about Beyonce and Black people reclaiming dance and house music. Act 2, Cowboy Carter, is about the reclamation of country music for Black people and Black women particularly. Beyonce's Instagram caption today drove that home for me in ways that I never thought. I already was on board with that, and then I saw that Instagram caption, and I was like, girl, yes. She is not going to put a blonde woman on that album. It's not for us. You know what I'm saying? That clout, that hype, it's not for us. I want Beyonce to have this. She deserves this. And I've got to say, just to, again, push it and take it a step further, because, why not? I'm on a soapbox. Black people created country music, right? We know this. I can't name a Black country artist. I can name 2. Darius Rucker and Kane Brown. Tracy Chapman, maybe. That's a damn shame. And that's by design. So, hell yes to Beyonce. We love her. Obsessed with her. I hope her album smashes everything. And I hope she makes people feel so dumb for doubting her. You know what I mean? I love Beyonce. I want her to have this moment. I want Beyonce to collab with Taylor. Please don't get me wrong. Like, Beyonce would slay and just like, it would be everything. But I want Beyonce on Taylor's album. I want Beyonce to have her own. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want Beyonce to have this. I'm sure Taylor wants Beyonce to have this. 100%. Yeah. 100%. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. It's always like strange to, you know what I mean? I just am like, I don't want to overstep. But I feel like those are some things that like need to be said, you know? Beyonce deserves this. She's incredible. And now I'm landing on the TikToks of her performance with the Chicks at the CMAs. I remember that. I forgot about that, but I remember it now, and I'm landing on these TikToks of the interviews afterwards that the Chicks were giving about how the CMAs made Beyonce feel, and ooh, they're in for it. And also, y'all, just to add another layer, Maren Morris commented on that Beyonce Instagram, and she was like, get 'em, queen. Because Maren Morris is also leaving country music. You know what I mean? So spill the tea. I love it. I'm here for all of it. Beyonce on debut is the move. I literally said that to Courtney today. I was like voice noting her, and I was like, Beyonce's doing a country album. Like, Beyonce on Taylor Swift, Taylor's version is the vibe. Yeah, thank you. That's the vibe, you know? Because Reputation, I feel like at this point is like just so expected. But like, Taylor reclaiming her name on a country album when she's done pop for the last like 10 years, basically. With Beyonce, who is primarily a pop R&B artist and just went and reclaimed the country genre with Cowboy Carter, it would be a year of women taking back country music, you know? Taking that back in a way that, again, makes sense to me. Yeah, makes sense to me. Taylor Swift, Taylor's version is going to like, it's going to end me. Yeah, plus the VMA, yeah, the added layer that is the VMA situation, right? The added layer that is Beyonce bringing Taylor upstage with her at the VMAs to give her that moment, right? And then just like to mirror that, if it is Taylor Swift, Taylor's version, that Taylor brings Beyonce on as her final reclamation of her work, bringing on Beyonce, the queen of reclaiming a genre, you know? Yeah, love it so much. Yeah, the last 2 re-records are coming out in 2024. You should check my 13-week playlist. It's September 13th for Reputation and December 13th for Debut. Oh, she would never feature him. We don't even say his name in here. I don't think she'll extend eras into 2025. I do think there's a chance that we're going to get an additional LA leg. I think, and by additional LA leg, I mean like maybe 3 or 4 shows. Just to like close out the Eras tour. Maybe. But I don't think it's going to go into 2025. And I know it sucks because we like love Eras and it's just like, it's incredible and I can't imagine my life without it at the moment. But it's got to end sometime. Sadly, you know what I mean? It just does. Thank you so much, Alexandra. You're so sweet. I'm gonna have carpal tunnel. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Oh, it was Kaylee. I'm sorry, I thought it was Alexandra. Kaylee, you're so cute. Yeah, that's a thing. Like, I don't know if we're going to see Taylor like rip Joe apart. Like, I feel like that's not her character. It's what Swifties do. Like, Swifties hear the lyrics and then we like expand on it, and that's when people, you know what I mean? It's the Swifties. Taylor doesn't really. Yeah, she's just gonna like tell her side of the story, I feel, you know? She's gonna tell her side of the story. Which, yeah. Hi, Nikki. I think we still have Nikki and Courtney in here. You guys can hop on, by the way, if you want. You're always welcome in here. I feel weird talking to you guys because I'm like, just get in here. I hope fans can be respectful after the album's out too. Yeah. I hope so. You know, and that's the thing, is that I don't know if she spent so many albums putting him on a pedestal. I think she did a bit, but there's also like, there were also some really jarring truths in there. Like the Archer. The Archer was pretty eye-opening for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even on the album Lover, you know, the Archer was like girly. Afterglow was a red flag. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. She did always seem to blame herself, right? And isn't that sad? That's so sad. Lover was such a sad album. Reputation was a love album, right? It was a whole bait and switch. So that's my question then. What do you guys think? So Reputation, Taylor's version. Like, she can do the same thing. She can pull a bait and switch. It would be just like a love album again. These vault songs, are they going to be more love songs like Reputation? Or are these going to be the tea spilling songs? The ones that she cut because she thought they might be like too much and wouldn't be allowed on the Reputation, like the OG. You know what I'm saying? What are the vault tracks going to be on Reputation? Are they going to be love songs or spill the tea? I know what I want. I want the tea, but I feel like we're not going to get it. However, I do feel like Is It Over Now was the tea. Is It Over Now is the tea, and that's why we all love it so much, I think. Because that was tea. If Is It Over Now came out back on the OG 1989, we would have been gagged. You know what I'm saying? Like, the minute she said blue dress on a boat, I was like, stop it. And that was like 10 years ago. Imagine what it would have been like then. That was tea. But are the Reputation vault tracks going to be like that? You know what I mean? Is Reputation going to be like that? Or is it going to be more like just love songs? Which, again, I love them. I'm obsessed with them. I wish I would have recorded my reaction to You're Losing Me, and I will never make that mistake again. I'm literally bringing 3 or 4 different devices to South Carolina to film our reactions to these songs, because I'm going to be with Courtney and Nikki, by the way, who are both in here. I'm going to be with Courtney and Nikki and Liz and Ty and Hannah, Kyle. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. Jess, Anna. There's so many of us going. Ashley. We're going to have like a huge content creator listening party for Torture Poets Department. And basically I'm going to, Danny, duh. Basically we're all going to have 8 different devices filming us to try to get our reactions. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be incredible. I know, it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if we're going live. I haven't decided yet. If I do, it might just be like a leave it in the corner kind of thing, because I want to focus on like hearing the album. Like, I've always like listened to it and then just like read the lyrics, you know, because I need it in my soul. I know for sure we're going to go live after we listen to the album. But like I'm always like a lyric person, you know? Time is going so slow. Well, just think of it. So we're 30 days away from Torture Poets Department, which already is less time than we've known about Torture Poets Department. So there you go. There you go. It's less time to wait from now till the release of Torture Poets than it has been since we first found out about Torture Poets, if it's any consolation to you. I know she didn't drop any singles or tracks for Torture Poet or for Midnights, so I don't think she's gonna do it again. I don't think she's gonna do it for Torture Poets either. It's a bummer. I know, I want a single, and then at the same time, I kind of don't. Like, I kind of want the sound. I want to hear it all together, you know? The sound of the album, like the vibe of the album. I think I'm camp, like, gatekeep that until the 19th. I think the lead single is Fortnite, right? I mean, I think that's what, like, all the twos are for, honestly. You freaked when you saw Torture Poets. I know. It was a revolutionary? Is that okay to say there? But a fortnight is 2 weeks. There are 2 Friday the 13th. That's true, Nikki. I'm trying to keep my clowning for the 13th to like, to a minimum, you know what I mean? But you're right, like, there is something to that. There's 2 Friday the 13th that we're talking, like, I know. I'm trying to, like, rein in my clownery tonight. Because I've been clowning about it all day. I feel like my brain is melting, and I'm seeing 13s everywhere. Oh, shoot. Hey, hold on. This one right here. Pin this comment. Check that out, Nikki. The cake. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I've been through all day. The cake for I Bet You Think About Me, the 26, and it was like 13 2 times, and 26. I can't. See, this is what my brain's been doing all day, for real. The cake, the latte, what else? The latte for sure. I can't do this before bed. Me either. Me either. Okay, let's talk about the man wall. I kind of think like she's out of date now. I think the man wall had a purpose, and I think that was the plan. But I feel like the pandemic just like... So I think that's why some of it panned out. Because she had already gotten it. You know what I mean? She had already started that. But the pandemic really threw a wrench in it. The cake and the coffee cup. Yeah, and just honestly, let's talk about the Karma music video in general. I feel like I'm going back through the Karma music video every single day, looking for screenshots. I don't know, Nikki. I don't know. I feel like it should have been just like an easy clock. You know what I mean? Just like a 1 around clock. And it's not that. And so like the minute it wasn't for me was the minute that I was like, I don't know if I buy this anymore. You know what I mean? Because I just don't know how I feel about it. You know? Yeah, I know. And I hate it so much. But the minute that it wasn't just like circular and round for me was when I was like, I don't know if I buy it anymore. I think LOML will stand for Love of My Life. I do. I think it's just going to be like the context of the song. You know what I mean? This album should terrify you because it terrifies me. Terrifies me. Do I think the different sides are going to be different styles of music? No, I don't. I think it's probably more indicative of just like different versions that we're going to get, like that we've already gotten. Variants, not versions. Variants was the word I was looking for. Do I think it'll be more pop or more like Folklore Evermore? I think people want it to be like Folklore and Evermore, and I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be like pop. I think it's going to be very like Midnights. Yeah. And I feel like she's just like leaning into that sound. Like the vault tracks on 1989 were so good. They were so good. They were so good. Courtney, I feel like I Can See You is your rock song, low key. I know it's technically pop, but it's a rock song. I Can See You is a rock song. Like that guitar riff is the one. Electric Touch is low-key rock. You're right. But when she did that on piano, oh, it was so good. It was so good. All of Speak Now is definitely more of that like pop rock mix. 100%, because that's what it was at the time, right? Like that's what was cool. Like Misery Business was coming out. Everyone was into Paramore. We were all doing this like girly pop rock thing. Olivia Rodrigo's doing it right now. It's pop rock. Avril Lavigne was out and around. Ashley Simpson. Yeah. Speak Now is very pop rock. I'm obsessed with her. But yeah, it's very like of the time, you know? If ever she wanted to do an album like double, like a pop version and a rock version, Speak Now is the one to do it. Speak Now is the one. Alas. She'll never give it to us, I don't think. I agree with that. Lena said, loved Castles Crumbling, but wish the Paramore collab was more upbeat. I agree. I think, honestly, this is a hot take. That might be my least favorite vault track on Speak Now. Yeah. Because I think it's the speed of the song for me, too. I want to hear Hayley Williams, like, and, like, I don't know, at her highest range and just, like, partying, you know what I mean? And just, like, yeah, that's how, I don't know. Loved the lyrics, but I just wanted it bigger. Yeah. Do I think she'll add Castles Crumbling with Hayley this summer? I don't know. I truly feel like we are going to have a hard time predicting anything until we get back post Tortured Poets department, because we are in Courtney, I'm going to text you something completely unhinged because I literally just had, hold on, my live is doing the puzzle piece thing. I literally just had a thought and it needs to go pen to paper currently. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry guys, this is how it goes sometimes. This is how my brain works throughout the day. I'm like, oh my God. Or I'll be like in the middle of voice noting something. And in the middle of my voice note, I'm just like, oh, wait a second. I think I figured it out. Or it'll just be like, we'll just be like in the middle of a text thread and then someone will just go, wait a second. Stop. Wait a minute. What's happening? Stop it, guys. Literally. So funny. Red alert. It's a red alert. And then it's just like, if I don't write it down, it's gonna just, you know what I mean? So I need to put it down, even like in a nonsensical way. I need to like write it down so that I can come back to it and remember what I said. Otherwise, I'll never remember. Balloons, the cake, the cup, the things that keep me up at night. I'm telling you. What will the variants be like? Are the extras in the case? The extras are going to be on the album. So like if you bought like the Black Dog vinyl, it's going to be the Black Dog will be the last song on that vinyl. Like it's like a full album. Exile ends. I know. Oh, Jackie. Oh, someone said, oh my. I said, oh my too. That's, dang girl. You went for it, didn't you? That's a scary thought, to be honest with you. Terrifying thought. Terrifying thought. It's the evidence. Do we think it's all, like, okay, hold though. Because, like, there's something, because the thing that I couldn't get past in Hits Different was I found the artifacts, cried over a hat. Because artifacts is, like, it's just very specific wording, right? It's very specific wording. It's old, right? It's ancient. It's not evidence. It's an artifact. Like, it is old, weathered, tired. Artifact scares me. The way she chose the word artifacts scares me. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was shocked when Hits Different came out too. Like, I gotta admit, I heard that song and I was like, oh. And then when we eventually got You're Losing Me, I was like, well, this tells a full story, you know? I love Hits Different. I have a group chat. And, like, our running joke is that we're literally always crying all the time because we're just, like, criers. And so when something, like, sets one of us off emotionally, we'll just say, like, I never don't cry, or we never don't cry. And so I'm going to New Orleans night 2 with some of them. And so, like, I'm going to start pleading Taylor to play Hits Different because we never don't cry. It would be the ultimate song to hear. What does chairman necessarily mean? Well, a chairman is like just like a department chairman, right? So like if you think of like a university or like a college or something, like a chair is the head of that department or that wing or like that subject matter, whatever. So like Florence said she was like chair of like ghosts or something. Haunted houses or something. So Florence was insinuating that she was like the head of the haunted houses, haunted houses. Thank you. Yeah. So it's just like a title. Yeah. Like if you've ever heard someone say that they're like a co-chair, it just means like they're a co-chairman with someone else. What? I missed a comment. She's the head chair in Vigilante. That's funny. Help us get to NOLA. Guys, it's a lot of pressure. I got very lucky every time. Like, too lucky. I might have gotten all the luck out of my body with my Eras Tour shows. I might be done. Nothing good will ever happen to me again. Yeah, that makes sense why we're interns, right? Because we're like, truly, she just like puts us in our place every day. Truly, she's like, you're not just an intern, like you're an unpaid intern. Like, is this your first day here? It must be your first day. I'm trying to channel Travis's manifesting skills. Are you kidding me? That man, I don't know how he did it. When do Chiefs tickets go on sale? I don't know when exactly they go on sale, but the schedule isn't posted yet. So the schedule last year, I think, got posted on like May 12th. It's going to be probably after May 12th. What he did was awesome. Oh, sorry guys, scratching my eye. I'm sure that looks super attractive. Do I think she'll do SNL? I kind of don't. I know that's an unpopular opinion. I kind of don't. I want her to. I want to see her as often as possible. Like, I'm going to eat it up, but I don't know if she would. You're going to Milan, but need to train one ticket. I'll buy it. You spoke to Paige at NBC and said they were trying to get Taylor on SNL in some capacity. I mean, yeah, wouldn't you? I'd want to get her on SNL in every capacity. She's the biggest star in the world right now. But that doesn't mean that Taylor is wanting to or is accepting. You know what I mean? So, it's like OBJ wanting to be a chief. Well, like, duh. Of course he wants to be a chief. Do the Chiefs want OBJ? I don't know. That's the question, right? That's the question. Yeah, I think she'll do interviews. I think we'll see her on Jimmy Fallon for sure. Yeah, I think we'll see her on Fallon. I think we'll probably see her on Graham Norton because she's been doing that too. We'll see her. I don't think she's going to do like a whole press circuit though, or like a whole press tour. She doesn't need to. And why would you kill yourself on a press tour flying all over the country when you don't need to? You know? SNL and Jimmy Fallon are on a break. She could do it immediately before or immediately after. I'm not too concerned about her doing it like the day of her album coming out. Again, I don't know if she needs to do that. You know what I mean? Eras tour is a press tour. That's it. That's it entirely. And at this point, right, like, the woman just needs to post. The woman posted an 8-second static thing and it went #1 the other day. I mean, like, she could go live on Instagram for press. That's enough press. They did the Midnight's interview a few days after it came out. Right. Right. I hope she posts and becomes active on TikTok again. I hope. Yeah, also, let's rewind for a second and talk about press, because she's also in the highest profile relationship in the world right now. The woman can sneeze and get press for it. So, she truly doesn't have to do any press for Tortured Poets, you know? I'm sure Howard Stern is trying to interview her. Guys, again, that's the same thing. Howard Stern wants Taylor Swift, but does Taylor Swift need Howard Stern? No. No. Yeah, if I had a nickel, for real. But it would be weird that it happened twice. Yeah, I don't think she would ever do Stern. Just like remember y'all when the Hot Ones thing happened and I was like, why would Taylor Swift do Hot Ones? That doesn't make any sense. And then sure enough, their social media manager was like, ha ha ha, I didn't know it would cause that problem. Like, sure, of course you didn't. Like, that's same thing. She could go on Pat McAfee. Yeah, right? She'd be more likely to go on Pat McAfee than Howard Stern, in my opinion. That guy has a terrible past. I'll never forgive him for what he said to Anna Nicole Smith. Never. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you guys hung out. People are saying Zane Lowe, but I'm not trying to be mean. I've never heard of this man. Who is Zane Lowe? And I'm Googling him, and he's an attractive man. Who is this man? Evermore interview. Okay. Apple Music guy. Okay. Got it. Understood. For what publication does he work for? Does he work for Apple and he does interviews for Apple Music? I don't know. I can guarantee you I've seen her interviews with him. I can guarantee you I clearly don't remember this man. I was just looking at Taylor. Got it. Gonna go back to what I've been saying the whole live. I'm basing everything off the Midnight's rollout because she's become a way bigger star than she was when Evermore came out. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with maybe Fallon, maybe Graham Norton, and that's it. And it's not even about being like too big of a. It's just like she doesn't have to. Then why would she? You know what I mean? Evermore was a surprise drop album that had a lackluster release compared to other Taylor Swift albums. So yeah, she did a lot of press. We had to. We were sitting at home during a pandemic and we just Zoomed everybody all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think she's going to do any of that stuff, you guys. Not Colbert, not Kelly Clarkson. She doesn't have to. Yeah, and she's also said very clearly that she has trust issues with the media. I just don't think she would. It's just like, is the juice worth the squeeze? You know what I mean? Is it going to bring her that much more visibility to her project? And she's also, at the same time, risking some sort of press flub on their end or on hers, misspeaking or something like that. It's just like the juice isn't worth the squeeze. She has paparazzi keeping her in the headlines every single week because they're following around her relationship, you know? So I don't think that she needs to do an insane amount of press. Fallon is her safest bet. Like, he's literally in her circle. Like, he's a friend. Yeah. Press might be part of campaigning for the Grammys, but again, Taylor won Album of the Year for Midnights, and she only did, the press rollout she did for Midnights was Jimmy Fallon and Graham Norton. Oh, Ben's getting blocked. This is now the second time he's asked me how long I've been a Chiefs fan for, and that I know is just thinly veiled misogyny. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, he's just a misogynist. So I blocked him. Yeah, yeah. Press for Midnights was the Eras Tour. Yeah, I mean, really it was. The Press for Midnights was like a Jimmy Fallon interview with Graham Norton and then like launching the Eras Tour and going into it. We're halfway through the Eras Tour. We still have so much. That reminded me of something else too. Because I was going to send this picture. Hold on, please. I'm sending a picture to Courtney. Well, no, I'm not. Just kidding. My iPad didn't save it. Great. Great. She'll go to the awards. Yeah, she's gonna go to the award show too. Like, if she goes, isn't iHeart on April 1st? She goes to iHeart, she's gonna be in the news for a week straight. You know what I mean? And that's like right before her album comes out. So Yeah, I think we're good. You know what I mean? Like, she'll give us appearances. She's on vacation. So, like, of course, we're not seeing her right now. And we're like, where's Taylor? Where's Taylor? Where's Taylor? We're, like, jonesing for it. You know what I mean? We're like, where is she? Where is she? She's on vacay. But, like, truly, it's only been a few days since we've really seen her or heard anything from her. I know. And remember what's crazy, too, is, like, when she announced the tour, we had already been getting rumors of a Taylor tour for, like, a year before that. It was crazy. It was a lot. And then she was like, yeah, I think I'm going to do it. And then remember, she didn't even say it for sure on Fallon. She was like, I think I'm going to do that again. And then she announced later. She's such a brat. Thanks for the follows, guys. If you don't follow me yet, you should do that. When it's time, we'll do it. That's what she said, right? Yeah, she was like, I'm missing your guys' faces. When it's time, we'll do it. And then sure enough. She's such a troll. I love her to death, but she's such a troll. I love her. She's a troll. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to head out for tonight. Yeah. Again, I'm in TikTok jail. So if you see my stuff, please interact with me and help people find me. I would appreciate it. It's rough out here. It is tough sledding. And I love you guys. Yeah, it was really fun to hang out with you. We'll do this again soon, I promise. Access the rest of our merch store hopefully soon. I think maybe this weekend we'll get something. Okay, love you guys. Bye, bye, bye. See you soon.